Hello friends, in this session we are going to discuss pronouns and the kinds or types of pronouns. Friends, in parts of speech, pronouns play a very crucial role. So let's begin with this session, pronouns. First of all, we'll see what exactly mean by pronoun. So when we think about this, the pronoun, it's a part of speech, and the word which is used instead of noun is called a pronoun. For example, let's see this sentence: Vijay is absent because he is ill. Now here the sentence began with Vijay, but instead of repeating Vijay once again in the adjoining sentence, instead of that we'll use he. So Vijay is absent because he is ill. So here he is a pronoun. There are different examples of pronoun. For example, I, we, he, she, it, they, these, those, who, why, myself, etc. are the examples of pronouns. So let's see what exactly mean by pronoun and what role exactly do they play, or what are the different types or kinds of pronouns. So let's begin. The first kind is personal pronouns. Then we have demonstrative pronouns, relative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, and other kinds are also there that we'll discuss later on. Now we see the examples of personal pronouns: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are the examples of personal pronouns. Then we have demonstrative pronouns. These, that, these, those are the examples of demonstrative pronouns. Then relative pronouns: which, what, whom, whose, that, etc. are the relative pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are one or ones, one another, one the other, some the other, anyone, someone, none, everyone, etc. Then we have interrogative pronouns: who, what, whom, which, whose, etc. are the examples of interrogative pronouns. There are also other kinds of pronouns like reflexive pronouns. Then we have emphatic pronouns, then distributive pronouns. Now we'll see the examples of reflexive pronouns: myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves, etc. are the examples of reflexive pronouns. Then we have emphatic pronouns, especially that end with self or selves. Myself, themselves are the examples of emphatic pronoun. And we have distributive pronouns, for example, all of, both of, each of, either of, neither of, etc. Now we'll see these kinds in detail. First is personal pronouns. We have personal pronouns, for example, I, we, he, she, it, they are the examples of personal pronouns. We'll see the examples of the personal pronouns in detail. They are divided into first person pronouns, second person pronouns, and third person pronouns. The first person singular pronoun is I. It's the person speaking, and its plural is we. So I is in first person and we is the plural form of the same. Then second person, or the person spoken to, the second person pronouns are you, and its plural is also you. Then third person pronouns, the person spoken of, he, she, it are the examples of the singular third person pronouns, and third person plural pronoun is they. So these are the personal pronouns. We can also categorize these personal pronouns into nominative case, possessive case, or objective case in singular as well as in plural forms. The first person pronoun in singular and the nominative case is I. Its possessive case is my or mine, and its subjective case is me. Then second person nominative case you, your or yours, and you in singular. Then third person nominative pronouns or nominative case singular pronouns are he, she, it. Then is possessive case are he into his, she into her, or hers, and it into its. And then their objective cases are he into him, she into her, and it into it. So these are the him, her, it are the objective cases in singular. Then we'll see the plural form. Nominative case first person we, then its possessive case are or us, then its subjective case is us. In second person nominative case you, possessive cases your or yours, objective case you. Then third person we have the examples nominative case plural form they, then its possessive case is their, and its subjective case is them in the plural. So in this way, if you will go through this entire chart, you will come to know the nominative cases, possessive cases, objective cases of pronouns. And also we can see the category first person, second person, or third person. And once again we'll see singular and plural also. So this whole chart will clear your concepts of personal pronouns and their different. We'll proceed further. Another kind of pronouns are demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns that indicates the object that we try to describe or tell you the specific distance, near or far, or of the object. For example, these, that, these, those are the examples of demonstrative pronouns. Relative pronouns are the another kinds of pronouns. So what is meant by relative pronouns? Relative pronouns means one which is used to refer to nouns mentioned previously, whether they are people, places, things, animals, or ideas. So it can be used to join two sentences, and the examples of these relative pronouns are which, what, whom, whose, that, who, etc. are the examples of relative pronouns. Now we'll proceed further. Another kinds of pronouns are indefinite pronouns. They do not refer to any particular thing or person. They are used in a general way. For example, one or once, one or another, one or the other, some or the other, anyone, someone, none, all, no one, everyone, somebody, anybody, etc. are the examples of indefinite pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are the another kinds of pronouns. The pronouns that are used for asking questions. For example, what is your name? Who is there? Now here what, who are the examples of interrogative pronouns. So who, what, whom, which, whose are the etc. are the examples of interrogative pronouns. reflexive pronouns. So, what are reflexive pronouns? It represents the action performed by the subject is on the subject itself, and usually self or selves are the suffixes added to these reflexive pronouns. And the examples of reflexive pronouns are myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves, oneself, etc. Emphatic pronouns. Now, it is used to add emphasis to the subject of the sentence. For example, myself or myself, themselves, etc. are the examples of emphatic pronouns. You yourself can do it. So, yourself is here we find emphasis. Distributive pronouns. The pronouns which refer to person or things one at a time. For example, all of, both of, each of, either of, neither of, etc. These are the examples of distributive pronouns. Thank you so much. We will discuss the other parts of speech in the next videos. So keep watching our videos. Thank you.